Just something so bad.
You're actually seeing the nice Erin. The bad Erin no one wants to see. She was 13 years old. She went in her bedroom with red paint, and she painted on the entire wall an operating looking table or a morgue table, and drew my body on it with my head cut off and the blood running all over the floor. And she doesn't remember doing it. And that's when we had to start trying to find her help.
No. She's going in your chicken cage.
Hey.
No,
Erin.
This is the house of 25-year-old Erin Olson and 27-year-old Brennan Mickelson, a quiet-looking home that hides a nightmare no one in the neighborhood could have imagined. Behind its doors is the stench of ammonia thick in the air, malnourished animals crammed into cages, and exotic creatures housed in poorly maintained makeshift enclosures.
So, you live in a camper, but you go camping? I don't know, how does that work?
What begins as a routine welfare check quickly spirals into one of the most disturbing animal neglect cases investigators have ever seen. And as the truth unravels, so will the twisted world Erin has built, one creature at a time.
What the heck?
On the morning of Monday, June 19th, 2023, at around 9:27 a.m., officers from the Sparta Police Department, accompanied by humane officers, arrive at a residence in Wisconsin. Their visit follows the issuance of a search warrant, prompted by multiple complaints raising concerns about the treatment and welfare of animals at the property. But nothing prepares them for the horrifying scene that awaits inside the house and beyond its walls. Upon entering, officers notice a strong ammonia smell that causes eye irritation. Cats of various ages are seen throughout the living room, some walking over feces on the couch. A wooden stand holds a small bowl of cat food, which appears insufficient for the number of animals present.
Do you have a cell phone? You want to call her?
Yeah, if I can, is that okay?
Sure. Does she have any computers here or laptops?
I don't know. She doesn't use one.
Does she use the phone?
Yeah.
Erin's cousin, who has been living at the residence, informs officers that the homeowners, Erin and her boyfriend Brennan, are currently away, reportedly camping. As the search deepens, investigators begin to uncover signs of far more disturbing neglect. According to reports, an ammonia concentration of 17 parts per million is considered moderately hazardous and requires immediate cleaning of cages and bedding. Just as officers began to grasp the extent of the animal's condition, Erin calls her cousin.
Hello. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, it's Erin on the phone. She just said which one to talk to somebody.
Sparta Police Officer Brian. It's a search warrant for, in the search warrant says neglect or mistreatment of animals, selling without a license.
While the humane officers rescue more animals, investigators speak with Erin's cousin to understand how long the animals have been suffering.
Here for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. What kind of things have you seen as far as care for the animals and that kind of stuff?
I mean, as far as like the like feces cleanup and stuff like that, like it was a lot worse when I got here because there were more animals when I got here. But within the past couple of weeks, I mean, it's gotten better, but it's obviously still not where it should be.
What do you know about the rat in the back?
I have no idea about those animals. I
Okay.
didn't really
Who's been taking care of them?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
No,
Has anybody been here to feed and water the animals or take care of them since they've been gone on Friday?
As far as I know, her mom comes every day.
Okay. Does she feed any of the animals inside the house?
As her cousin continues to share details about her time at the residence, the investigator brings up the topic that has prompted the entire investigation this day.
Here when she got the mother dog and the puppies?
No.
Okay. Did you see them at all?
I saw the mom dog, yeah.
Okay.
Just for that last night that she had her. She was kind of freaking out about.
Is that when you did the video?
Yeah.
This is a subject investigators will explore in detail later, and as the cousins begin to explain what she witnessed, Erin calls again.
We served a search warrant, and in the process of serving the search warrant, we discovered at least one of your rats in the back there, deceased in the kennel or cage. To be honest with you, I didn't go back in there, but I was told by the other agents that are here.
As the investigator asks Erin and Brennan to arrive at the residence, the humane officers start bringing out the rescued animals.
Not a rat bed. No, I have no idea. I don't usually go back in there yet.
She wasn't here either until last night. So supposedly Erin's mother is the one who's supposed to be taking care of feeding the animals.
Just then, as Erin's mother arrives on the scene, she reveals unsettling details about her daughter's long-standing and deeply disturbing obsession with animals. The camper parked in Erin's backyard belongs to her friends, who have been living there with their 2-year-old child while searching for a permanent home. The discoveries inside that camper, including its deplorable condition, will soon come to light. For now, investigators focus on gathering as much information as they can from her mother about Erin's behavior around the animals.
I flipped on her a couple weeks ago and said, "You're not living like this anymore."
Yeah, all of us have kind of like trying to been, and I mean, of all people, like I definitely know about addiction. So I mean, yeah, it was like, Erin, you need to understand that this is an addiction. It's not about, coping with your.
No, it's
because,
not.
Like her unhealthy coping mechanism is animals. Just
Yep.
like mine was drugs.
I gave her so much time to.
For me.
She doesn't have a license.
No.
No license.
And
She's going to be charged with doing that.
yes, and
The state is.
I've tried
I've
to
talked
prepare her for worst case scenario, and I even Brennan.
And what is your thought on what is your worst case scenario on this?
That she gets charged with everything all the way back.
And that's very possible.
And that scares the hell out of me. Because, I understand where you're coming from. But like what happened in Viroqua, and I don't defend her, but what she did was she went to that farm where the lady had over 100 cats. She gets there, and the majority of them are sick. What does my daughter do? She takes 40 of the sick ones. And it was like, what are you doing? And I didn't know she had that many.
As her mother speaks with investigators, disturbing details from Erin's childhood will later come to light. For now, the list of rescued creatures continues to grow as more animal rescue workers arrive. As Erin works with investigators and asks that the animals be spared, a list of rescued creatures and the poor condition of the snakes begins to surface, adding to the case against her.
We have.
Oh, no.
Well, we have 7 kittens, 2 adults. There's 3 more adults in the house that we can't catch. There are 2 ball pythons out there. There's no water. They're super dehydrated.
Here's I'm just kind of helping.
Yeah, you just keep the people alive.
Oh man.
The camper was in poor condition and noticeably worn. Officers observed garbage bags on the counter and used diapers scattered in the front area. In the back, they found a variety of fish and amphibians, along with snakes housed in glass enclosures and fish tanks placed on countertops. Humane officers later contacted the Monroe County Health Department, which classified the camper as uninhabitable. It raised concerns as Erin's friends had been living there with their 2-year-old child.
You live in a camper, but you go camping? I don't know. How does that work?
I'm not sure. Aren't you always camping?
While officers work to secure more animals after the call, much of the property still remains unchecked. The garage is also cluttered with cages and filth, prompting officers to document every discovery in the overall condition of the house with photographs for evidence, as Erin's mother finally sheds light on her daughter's mental illness.
So you're actually seeing the nice Erin. The bad Erin no one wants to see. She was 13 years old. She went in her bedroom with red paint, and she painted on the entire wall an operating looking table or a morgue table, and drew my body on it with my head cut off and the blood running all over the floor. Yeah, and she doesn't remember doing it, and that's when we had to start trying to find her help. And I searched, and there was no mental hospitals that would take her at her age.
Erin was secretly selling animals online. To hide this, she created multiple fake Facebook profiles, using names like Octavia Marie, April Marie, and Ariana Joan. She posted online often, offering puppies and other animals for sale, a pattern that her mother now clearly recognizes as part of the problem.
You know what I mean? You've been counseled by multiple counties on what you should and shouldn't be doing, and it's going in one ear and out the other. But like you said, when there's an illness there, she's not
Right,
recognizing a problem.
And that's what I told him. Like, when you guys tell her this stuff, she's upset.
Yeah.
But she hears you.
Yeah.
And then I talk to her, and she's like, I know, Mom, I know. And then like 3 or 4 days go by, and she convinces herself
Right.
that she's helping.
Yeah.
So why are they stopping
That's
me?
honestly most animal owners. To be honest with you, they start with their heart in the right place.
We just, I was like,
And it just keeps.
Finally, when Aaron and Brennan arrive at the scene, the details of the neglect and its history start to become clear.
I've been begging for help and no one would help me. I've been begging for help with these cats and I've been turned down multiple times. They said they wouldn't help me and now they're coming to take my animals because they wouldn't help me. I've been begging for weeks for
what
help.
happened? Because I thought you were trying to get a license or something.
I was trying to get a license, but then they came and said I needed to get rid of my animals, so I got rid of a bunch, and I've been begging for help with the feral cats that have been pooping everywhere and peeing everywhere, and no one would help me. We had planned to keep our 3 cats, and that was it. And I wasn't going to rescue anymore. I was giving up on dogs. I was giving up on everything. And now this is happening, and...
Alright, would I be able to contact somebody who's like, what?
And
Word of Aaron's treatment of animals had spread widely within the community, and while some rescue homes had initially offered help, they clearly outlined their reasons for backing out in the emails they sent to her. As the conversation continues, Aaron finally shares her version of events from a month earlier, on May 23, 2023, the incident that ultimately led officers to her residence with a search warrant this day on June 19th.
And what happened with the dogs too? Because I heard something about the puppies.
they're at a friend's house. Are the puppies or...
Puppies and then a dog that was released.
So I had a lady drop off a mom and puppies. She was threatening to throw them in the woods, and I was trying to find someone to take them from us because I knew I couldn't have them, but I didn't want them dropped off in the woods. And I was trying to reach out to shelters. No shelters would help me. They just would, as soon as they heard my name, they'd hang up on me. And when I finally, the puppies were eating on their own, they were drinking on their own. The mom was aggressive towards them. She actually was aggressive towards all the animals. As soon as she'd go into the room where the puppies were, she started attacking them, or she'd attack animals that would go into the room. And I was like, okay, this is enough. The puppies need to go to a home. So I rehomed them. And one of the puppies that my friend has right now is doing fantastic. He's eating on his own, he's playing, he's drinking, he's doing great.
There's one part of the story that Aaron never brings up. Back on May 23, 2019, officers received a tip that she had posted images of a litter of puppies on Craigslist, attempting to sell them without a valid seller's license. She ultimately sold all 6 puppies to 2 separate buyers, making approximately $600 from the transaction. When an officer visited her home on June 5th, Aaron clearly denied ever having the puppies. But when the buyers were contacted and asked to return the animals to the state's care, each one confirmed that Aaron was the seller. But in the state in which Aaron and Brennan had turned in the mother dog, Junebug, after the sale, was nothing short of sick.
She was puking and pooping everywhere, and I was scared that she was going to need surgery.
Aaron and Brennan then asked a friend to contact authorities and report Junebug as a stray, even though they knew she wasn't. A later veterinary report would reveal that Junebug was suffering from severe parasitic and digestive infections, was dangerously underweight, and required immediate medical attention. Brennan, however, has a perfectly clear explanation for the entire issue.
People contact her. I don't want to mix it all up, but she just got a minor from that girl. And the cat, to be honest, I don't even remember. Like I said, she does most of. People contact her, asking for help. And
Still through her accounts on Facebook? Do you ever contact anybody through your phone?
no,
It's always her?
pretty much.
What do you think is the biggest problem with this? Because, this is the second time now that I come out here. Do you think she just has a big heart for animals, or?
I do. She has a big heart, but she also can, I don't want to say overdo it, but she just does too much at a time. And then, because it's like, if I say no, she gets depressed, and it's hard to watch her be depressed, and I want to.
Now, as the weight of her actions finally begins to take form, Aaron breaks down.
I know, I'm sorry. It's one of them things you had to learn the hard way, and we'll figure it out. You just don't give up, okay?
No. She's going into your chicken cage.
Hey.
No, no.
As the search wraps up, investigators are continuing to process everything they've found. As Aaron and Brennan are taken into custody, The extent of their actions involving the animals becomes increasingly clear.
Either of you have anything in your pockets? I'm just going to ask you now. I'm still going to pat you down real quick, so go with you first. I'm just going to cuff in the front like we said.
Yep.
So it's going to be right about there.
Okay. Can I pull just for a second so I can...
You can move around.
Okay.
Yep.
I just wanted to know how they felt.
We'll get you in right here, and then I'm going to reach in and buckle you in, and then once that's done, I'll get Brendan in, okay? All right, Brendan. You just have the warrant in your pocket?
Yeah.
Okay. You mind if I just pat you down real quick? Do the same thing, just going to buckle you in front. And then we'll go to the other side over here. And I appreciate you guys working with us. Cooperation does go a long way, like I said. So you guys can sit right there. I can turn the air up because I know it's probably a little hot back here. I tried to turn up the air up earlier, but I'll do it again, okay? Just get some.
Aaron was charged with misdemeanor intentionally mistreating animals, ×7, improper animal shelter sanitation, ×20, intentionally abandon animal, operate dog sales without a license, resisting obstructing an officer, and bail jumping ×2. She was eventually released on a $2,500 signature bond with conditions of no custody, care, ownership, or possession of animals including livestock, fish, and amphibians with the exception of a service dog. While out on bond, she was arrested twice for misdemeanor bail jumping. In September 2024, Erin Olsen was found guilty after pleading no contest to 5 counts of intentionally mistreating animals. The remaining charges, over 20 other violations, were dismissed but read in. Brennan was charged with misdemeanor, improper animal shelter sanitation, ×17, intentionally abandon animal, and resisting obstructing an officer. He was released on a $2,000 signature bond under the same conditions as Aaron, but was also later arrested for bail jumping. In July 2024, he was found guilty after pleading no contest to 3 counts of improper shelter sanitation and resisting an officer. Remaining charges were dismissed. Ultimately, Aaron was sentenced to 2 years of probation in order to pay nearly $2,400 for veterinary care costs. If she completes probation successfully, her record may be expunged. Brennan was placed on a 24-month diversion program with a required 25 hours of community service. His charges may also be dismissed if he completes the program. And before you go, I noticed nearly 68% of people who watch these videos aren't subscribed. If you enjoy the content, subscribing is the easiest way to make sure you don't miss the next bit of chaos.
Rhonda had called and texted James multiple times without receiving an answer.
I thought, well, I'll call his mom because, I'll talk to her if I don't get him or whatnot. And she didn't answer.
James's mother is 83-year-old Marion Colbert. Eventually, James returned Rhonda's call and told her he was at his dad's house.
So basically, we were talking and he said his mom passed yesterday. And I said, well, we need to call 911, James. Let's go over to the house. And he was adamant, but no, we needed to come here and lock. We need to go in here. And I was afraid to let him go by himself because I was afraid that he would go in and he might hurt himself.
It was around this point that she called 911.
I see you've got a little bit of a cut on your head.
Yeah.
Did he hit you?
No.
Okay.
When I was trying to keep him from going into the door, the wall there.
Okay. Can you move your hair a little bit? I just want to make sure.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, because we have medical here. So. Oh yeah. Yeah. We're gonna have medical take a look at you as well. Okay.
And trying to hold him, and he was pushing to get around me. And when I did, I hit the edge of the wall.
Okay. I'm gonna put some gauze around there. Okay.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna wrap it?
Yeah.
Oh, are you serious?
I have to stabilize that gauze.
Oh no!
I don't want to leave.
Okay. All right.
As Rhonda's injuries are being addressed, some of the deputies share their thoughts on the situation.
I think she's overreacting, and then I think this dude's just sad and kind of done with. I guess his mom died, but he never made any statements to her that he was going to kill himself.
No, he's had a break-in, so it's reasonable for him to be paranoid. That's why he's super paranoid about everything about his, because it's been broken into, and that's like a violation of like personal, like intimate space. And then her freaking out's probably making him freak out. And even he is going into shock, which is why he's sweating so much.
Despite their certainty, Rhonda was about to share a detail with alarming implications.
We want you to go home. That way he can go home. He does live at home, and I said that was sweeter.
But that's where his mother is, deceased.
So no one has gone to.
No. His mother's there deceased. That's what I was trying to explain to him.
Stay safe, right?
Eventually, Rhonda is medically cleared and allowed to leave the scene. However, what she shared about James's mother has left the deputies with the creeping sense that something isn't quite right.
Wait, what?
Mom's got them that dress, so.
What?
Yeah, she just told me that mom passed away last night, his mom. And then she's still there. And she's still at the house and no one has gone.
What?
Yeah, we need to like all get in a circle and, because this is
Hey guys,
out of control.
supposedly this lady said that his mom passed away last night and she's still there. Nobody has gone. She's still deceased in the house. I don't know how much I trust her information considering the state of mind she's in, but I think we should go check that address. I think she's more my concern than he is my concern.
Well, we can ask him the whereabouts of his mom just to double check.
Still, some of the deputies' doubts about Rhonda linger.
I think she's more of the, I guess, aggressor, if you will.
Yeah, she's off the block.
James has been placed in an ambulance for evaluation. However, he's refusing to be transported to the hospital.
James, real quick, brother. I understand, so your mother passed away last night, is that correct?
Yesterday.
And yesterday?
Morning.
Yesterday morning? Okay. And were medical called out or law enforcement? Okay, so where is she now?
At my house.
So we will have to go down there and make sure she's taken care of according to how we handle those kind of calls. Okay, so give me 1 second. I'll go let my sergeant know that we have to go down there. And this was yesterday morning? Okay. And where would she be in the house?
In the hallway.
In the hallway? Okay. He's saying his mom passed away in his house, in the hallway in his house yesterday morning. And she's still there in the hallway. And he never called EMS or 911.
We need to go there.
Oh,
Me, you, and let's us three go.
okay.
This is nuts.
So your mom dies.
Why would you not call him?
In the hallway. That's another thing is, people don't die in the hallway. Old people don't die in the hallway.
You die in bed.
They die in bed or on the bathroom, not in the hallway. And then he's in shock, and then he didn't call us. The first thing you think would happen, you'd call somebody. You're like, hey, my mom just died. So your mom dies, dude. You've been taking care of her for the last 20 years. What's your reaction gonna be, dude? Are you gonna be like, oh damn, mom died in the hallway. Let me leave her there for over 24 hours and go run errands and go to her house and start rummaging through stuff. We're doing that, dude. She's just decapitated in the hallway. And then that's another thing is,
I thought.
Here's another thing that's weird. We got called out for 43-1 threats for him.
Yeah.
Like, imagine something happens, you're not well mentally. Your mom is, dude, nothing on this call makes any sense.
It's so big. Rhonda's a little crazy, but I thought she was straight up lying.
Yeah.
The deputies can't see anything amiss from outside the house.
Nobody's in danger, but they're dead in suspicious, I would argue,
Sheriff's office.
suspicious circumstances.
Oh, I agree with you 100%, but the state of New Mexico won't. Because the fact that they'll say, well, there's no exigency, she's already dead, she can't get more dead. I heard that, you mother.
I know. Oh, yeah. Do you smell the stench of death?
Now there's someone in danger.
Sarge, I smell the stench of death.
Since they can't enter the residence without James's permission, one of the deputies still at the other scene speaks with him.
Hey, James. So, I'm Deputy Vela. I just have a question for you. Is it okay for us to go into your residence to check on your mom?
My mom's passed away.
Is it okay if we go into your residence? Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
I have my dog there, and I'm concerned somebody takes her.
The deputy reassures James that no one will take his dog.
Are they in my property?
No, we're waiting for you. That's why we're waiting for you. That's why I asked you if you would open your door, let us in, and you said yeah.
They decide to transport James to his house so he can help them enter. However, given the uncertainty about the situation, they place James in handcuffs.
Well, I'll turn on the heater for you real quick, okay?
Can you get my blanket out of there or something? Sir, I'm freezing.
I'll turn on the heater right now. Would you like to come and open the door for us? Or is it okay with you if we open the door? And
What would you prefer?
what would you like?
Well, the first thing is we need the dog taken somewhere.
We'll bring the dog out.
Right.
But would you prefer that we open the door, or did you want to open the door? Because this is your home, and this is per your request to check on your mom.
Well, as I said, my mom is deceased.
Right. And like we talked about, that you'd like for us to check on her, correct? Check on the situation?
Sure.
Okay, did you want us to open the door?
Still unaware of the horror that unfolded inside the home, they take the key from him.
Let's make announcements.
Sheriff's Department, anyone inside, make yourself known now.
What's up, puppers? Are we going in guns blazing and everything? Oh.
Oh.
What do we have?
We have a DB, obvious 10-7, blood on the walker, on her lacerations to her legs, possibly head.
Let's just clear the house, make sure no one else is
Okay.
here.
I'm going to take this way. Okay. Well, I think our suspicions may have been confirmed.
This does not look like a natural death.
No, I would say this is not. I'm just going to clear this real quick. There's blood. This is going to be part of the crime scene. So we got blood right there in the next to the shower or the tub. Yeah, this is not good.
There's hair right here. Okay.
I think this is probably her.
Probably get out.
Yeah, let's secure. Yeah, let's secure the house. We'll call for animal control to secure the dog.
Just don't step on that right
Yeah,
there.
don't step on anything.
Following their gruesome discovery, the deputies search James and confiscate his phone. With unsettling calm, James makes an inquiry.
Did you all take the dog outside?
We have not taken the dog outside just yet. Hold on.
I don't want to put him in a combat stack.
Yeah. We're gonna be having animal control probably come get the dog here.
Ron is not going to pick up the dog.
Probably not right now.
A lot of weird going on with this one. I don't know if it's just because the body's deteriorating, but her state of undress, the way she's positioned, like none of that makes any sense.
Right.
And it could be that I'm wrong, but it doesn't seem natural. I didn't look at the body too much. We'll let CSI handle that. Something's off about this one, brother.
James is swiftly transported to the sheriff's office for questioning.
So we'll take off your gloves, okay? Okay. We'll do your hands real quick.
You know, you get all crazy with me, huh?
Put it on top of your head, alright?
Deputies remaining at the scene secure the rest of the property, wary about what other horrors they may stumble upon.
If we find Dad in here, I'm going to be pissed. It's getting weirder and weirder the longer we're here.
I just wondered, like, what his plan was.
I don't know.
I think he killed her on accident, maybe. Panicked, didn't know what to do. Decided he was gonna kill himself. Yeah.
During questioning, James would eventually provide an answer to that question, as well as explain his mother's disturbing fate.
Oh, sir, that's for you in case you want that. Thank you. So, I wanted to talk to you today about Ron, just because your dad is treated as into this patient. Of course, until I prove otherwise, you know? It's just part of the process.
The detective reads James's Miranda rights and he agrees to speak.
James, can you help me understand why you're here? It's a lot of tough time. So, can you tell me more about she's been living with me for the last 5 years or so, and we've been having some conflict as of late. Just disagreements or conflicts, and she said she sometimes makes some derogatory statements to me, like the dog wasn't fed sufficiently. That's why she doesn't have enough weight, and it's going to kill the dog. That's an example.
Though James appears less than enthused over the prospect of discussing what happened between him and his 83-year-old mother, Marion, the detective next asks the question likely on everyone's mind.
How come you didn't in state of shock about what had happened? I was thinking I should just kill myself.
It seems that despite the deputy's certainty that Rhonda had been overreacting when she called 911, her fears had been justified. Still, a question remained. How exactly had Marion passed?
She had fallen off of a chair, that chair that she's on now, and so I put her back on the chair.
Despite this claim, Marion's injuries couldn't have been caused by a fall. James states that it was around 11 a.m. on the 1st, over 2 days earlier, when he realized his mother had died as she sat in her walker in the hallway. He admits to leaving her sitting in that chair for around 15 hours before he noticed that she had passed. Instead of calling 911, James carried on with his day, heading to work and even sleeping in the house with his mother's corpse. He only told someone about Marion's passing when Rhonda met him at his father's house. Some of the deputies discussed the horrific nature of this fact while at the scene.
You wake up, get your normal cup of coffee, and then right in the corner of your eyes, mom's bloated, decaying corpse in the hallway.
What do you think the dog thinks? The dog's like, please stop looking at me.
Already there was growing doubt about James's claim that his mother died as a result of a fall, as some of the deputies still at the crime scene speculated.
That's a little bit weird, dude. I think what happened was they had an argument. He killed her. Kind of went crazy. Went back to her house for some reason. Maybe he was suicidal. Dude, this is wild, bro. This girl was straight up murdered. She looks like she got the beat out of her, and she's in her walker. Not in a walking position. She's like seated down in her walker, leaning back, like naked except for a diaper. Huge lacerations all over her legs, arms, face. Blood spatter on the walls, on the floor. I'm gonna assume, yeah, like this is a homicide.
For real?
Well, I looked into the face of straight evil today, it feels like. This guy's an actual psychopath.
Following Marion's death, the rest of her family had to be informed about the tragedy.
Hi, Sergeant Nace. I am Lisa Colbert, and your officers were here at my home a few hours ago.
Yes, ma'am.
And, we have a horrible, horrible situation.
Absolutely. I'm very sorry for your loss.
We're blown away. My husband is in a huge proposal meeting with the government today. He doesn't even know this yet.
Lisa eventually told her husband, John Colbert, James's brother, about his mother's death, and the two came down to the station to speak with detectives. What they shared added a haunting layer to the already disturbing story.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to sit right here. That was good.
They discuss Marion, sharing that after she moved in with James so he could care for her, they rarely saw her and only occasionally spoke on the phone. During one conversation a year prior to her death, Marion told them that she feared James may attempt to take his own life. She was so worried, in fact, that Lisa called 911.
My mother-in-law called. She's 82 years old. She sounds very distraught. She called about 20 minutes ago. She's very worried about her other son, whom she lives with. She's unable to physically navigate the home. He went to feed the dogs at 5 o'clock p.m., and he hasn't come back. And he's not answering his phone. She thinks something's happened to her son, to my brother-in-law.
Okay, so what's your mother-in-law's name?
Oh, sir, we have my brother-in-law. Hold on. Is he okay? John! My brother-in-law just answered the phone. Oh my God, this is...
Okay, what's her name, your mother-in-law?
Marion Colbert.
How old is she?
82. Okay, I think she's having an episode of some sort. I think he's okay. He's okay. My husband just talked to his brother. She's having some sort of episode.
Once Lisa and John got in contact with him, James also called 911 to clarify the incident.
Well, so my mom was trying to get a hold of me, and I had fallen asleep with the ringer off. So she called my sister-in-law, Lisa Colbert, who my understanding called 911 to make a wellness visit. I'm fine. Okay, there's not a problem if you could put that in the record.
I will make sure and let them know.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Would you say she was scared?
Oh, terrified.
Okay.
And she believed he was going to do it. You know how he is. He'll get mad at me. He'll yell at me. But in the last few years, 3, don't get mad at me if I hang up. Honey, if James comes in, I have to go. And I'm like, why can't you talk to me? You know, what the heck?
Yeah.
I said, we have to say we're somehow going to try to help James. We got to do something to help this lady. We knew he would decline. We knew he would be, like always, no. You know, hang up on you rudely. No, I'm good. I don't need anything. I'll let you know. No, bye. Just shut you down. She calls us again with the suicide, again with, I don't know what to do. And John said, Mom, there's professionals. Mom, but he'll kill me. He'll go off. We can't just call and do that. We can't. No, you're going to get me in trouble.
Even with this eerie warning, they had no idea just how bad things had become.
I didn't call 911 because I knew that I would be found to be really elder abuse for faith and stuff like that. It was bruised up.
This detail was apparent to everyone who saw Marion's body.
In terms of her injury, she's got shin. That one looks like a laceration.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of these are looking like just tears, but I'm not a doctor.
Oh, man.
So, left shin, right shin, her kneecaps, that tear, shoulder tear. Her face is completely black and bloody.
Oh.
Skin tear to her neck.
Okay.
Tell me more about her face, where she looks. Still marks on her face, but how did she get this? From her, from you. From what part of your body? What? My hand. And what matter? Like that. So you can open arm slap. Her skin, because of the warping, is very, very, very brittle, softer. That's the medication for level. Okay. So her skin is very soft because of that. And if you literally just touch her arm or her hand or something, it can make skin come off.
Though James is adamant that his mother fell in the living room, evidence discovered in the home may suggest that there's more to this story than James wants to admit.
If you look right across from you, there's blood up there.
Oh, okay.
And then there's blood on this wall. Right here.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't that for a minute? How long you think? They told us a day and a half, maybe.
I don't know, but look at all the cooling. It's so purple.
Yeah.
Dude, that right there is crazy.
Yeah, there's a bunch of here, there's a bunch of blood, and it goes around this hallway, and I didn't go through here, but Nas said that there's more blood back there as well.
Like, everything's all packed up. It looked like he was getting ready to, like, jump ship.
There's blood here. Blood there and there. And there. Like she's trying to leave.
Mm-hmm. Look at her, like, tendons are showing, like, right here.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry this happened.
James's brother John and his wife Lisa also discussed the lacerations when speaking with the detective.
And then he decided to stab her and do the lacerations.
No, so I don't know if the coroner told you about that. The lacerations one that I was referring to on her shins.
No.
So that's
What they told me is something called tissue bridging that comes from blunt force trauma.
No, you could see her tendons.
That too, they were not able to tell me exactly how that happened because some of the skin was very brittle because of the age and because she was there for a couple of days.
Right.
Though James has provided some answers, a few questions remain, namely, if he would admit to any role in his mother's death.
How come it affected you so strongly?
And that's the leading question you're asking, but I think you know how to answer it. I feel accountable for what's happening.
I'm not meaning anything at all. I'm just asking why it's so upsetting to you. Because of why you were being physical. Correct. When she was saying pretty hurtful things to you, upset. That you pushed her out of the chair.
Yeah.
Not what happened.
Pushed her out of the chair.
With this less than satisfactory answer, the detective leaves James alone. While he's been unwavering in his story that he didn't kill his mother, and she died as a result of falling, John and Lisa share an alternate version of events. According to them, Rhonda allegedly told them that James initially made a concerning statement.
He admitted it to her.
He admitted what to her?
That he killed his mom.
How did he admit it to her?
He said, I hurt my mom.
Okay, he said it to her.
He said it to her. And she said he then... I'm sorry, babe.
It's unclear whether or not this claim is true, but regardless, the detective returns to James's interrogation room in order to gather final evidence.
Good morning. My name is Detective Walker. I'm with CSI. So what I'm going to do is take some photos of you and then collect some evidence from you, okay? Okay. Do you mind standing at that wall for me? Sure. Alright. I've got to collect your clothing, so if you don't mind disrobing for me, okay? Everything except your underwear. And then I'll give you this. Okay. Bust enough from there? Sure. Put your arm around for me? Sure. And put your hands ready. Okay. Now, palms together. What's up? So you are going to get arrested tonight, and we'll put a copy of your arrest warrant in the property so we can take a look at everything.
John and Lisa had a final comment regarding Marion and James.
She was a sweet little lady. She didn't deserve this.
He's more of a
He
monster than I
can't
expected.
walk on this.
Holy crap, he is
He
a
can't walk on
liar.
this.
He's lied forever.
James Colbert eventually pled no contest to murder in the second degree and failure to report a violent death. He was sentenced to 9 years in the New Mexico Department of Corrections. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files,